Why did your sister leave me?
That is a question that I've also been asking myself as well. You may have like undiagnosed. I think it was. I don't know if it was ADHD or autism.
How do I get her back, Niko?
I would say,
should I find a Japanese wife? Welcome to No Intros, No Fillers. My name is Tristan, and I am here with my brother-in-law, Niko Vui.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, Niko.
Hey, bro.
We are in Japan. That's right. What city are we in?
So we're in Chiba right now.
Chiba.
Yep.
That's right. Chiba.
Chiba. Yep. Chiba.
Okay.
Yeah, Chiba.
And we've been here for a few days. We were in Osaka earlier last week, and it's been pretty cool. I've never been to Japan before. Niko lives here. Niko, tell us a little bit about what you do here in Japan.
So I moved here about a year ago, and I currently work for the Embassy of Samoa in Tokyo. So I do everything from translating to that's like translating documents, translating for the ambassador for meetings, and I'm also kind of like the head of trade and investment, and also like tourism. So I work with all of the projects that ambassador tries to get into. So whether that's like rugby scholarships or people-to-people programs, I'm kind of the main dude that kind of works with ambassador on that. So
wow, it's pretty cool.
It's a lot of work.
How long have you been doing it for?
For about a year and 2 months now. So
year and 2 months.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
and all this. How long have you lived in Japan? Total.
Oh, total. Geez, that would have probably about 3 years, I'd say.
3 years.
Yeah, I was here about a year and a half. No, it was about a year and a half, but about 2 years. 8 years ago, a while ago.
Cool.
So,
how do you like it?
I love it. I think it's great. Like, I love the culture. There's some like obviously some good and bad to it as well, but like I think overall, like I enjoy the place. I think it's great. And I mean, I'm a big fan of anime, so that's always kind of a little plus that I put on there as well.
Would you say people, when they see you walk by, would you say they're scared when they see you?
Oh yeah.
Because you're so big.
Yep, I'm big. I'm tall, and I have tattoos, so it's kind of like, ooh. I mean,
what does it mean? What does it mean to have tattoos? Is it pretty like taboo to have tattoos in Japan, or what does it mean? When people see tattoos, they think you're maybe part of the gang or something.
Yeah, I think with foreigners, it's a little more kind of chill. They're like they've kind of eased up on that a little bit. There is still like a stigma that if you have like tattoos and you're like a delinquent or you're part of a gang. But I think that kind of gears more towards like Japanese. So with foreigners like having tattoos, it's still kind of like people still stare, and I get stares like every morning when I'm on the train or like when I'm walking to work.
I wonder what they're thinking, just like, oh, please don't beat me up. Oh, please.
This guy is huge.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, like it's very different. So obviously like as like us as like Samoans that we have a completely different view on tattoos. But yeah, here in Japan it's still kind of on the rocks.
Yeah. I mean, you even told me that you get kicked out of some places if you're showing your tattoos.
Yep.
So, interesting. Well, yeah, I'd be scared of you if I was half your size, and you looked the way you did, which you do. So that's cool. I got a few questions here for you.
Yeah.
And we can just run through them pretty quickly. First question is, why did your sister leave me?
That is a question that I've also been asking myself as well. And I mean, I've watched all your videos as well, and like I was just surprised, as I think a lot of people in the comments were, that like.
What are some of the comments that you saw that surprised you?
One of them I think was like you may have like undiagnosed. I think it was, I don't know if it was ADHD or autism. Autism, yeah.
Which I'm okay with. I think it might be accurate. Actually,
yeah, but the fact that like my sister would have left you for that, I think obviously it was like Dragon Ball Z Kai, and I understand that like people have their preferences.
Yeah.
But like to leave someone over that,
I know
that's
right?
tough. Like I don't know, like it's just tough. So I mean, she's always been a little melodramatic,
Yeah.
if you will. And no, yeah.
How do I get her back, Niko?
I would say, have you introduced her to what's a One Piece? Has she watched One Piece with you?
Yes.
She has. Okay,
Yes.
good.
Yeah. I showed her the ways of One Piece.
Oh yes.
And that's why I tried to show her the ways of DBZ.
Yeah.
But I know it's Kai. I get it.
Mm.
But you got to start somewhere. And if DBZ is going to be really long, the original edits, like, so I just thought maybe, okay, let's just do Kai. And I thought it was going to be okay. But yeah, we watched One Piece. I introduced her to it, and it became one of her favorite animes. So I tried to do the same thing, and she just, she left me, and yeah, I don't know.
It's tough because I mean, like, you obviously thought about her, like having to like go through all of the fillers and all of the like of DBZ, and I love DBZ. I think like DBZ is what it was like one of those anime that like kind of brought me into anime.
Yeah.
So like, kind of thinking about her and like, hey, like let's just kind of like bring her in and then just like kind of slowly get her to like kind of feed it to her. And I think DBZ Kai would have been is the one to get in there, but I don't know. It was just tough.
Do you think a wife should base her love on someone depending on the type of anime they watch?
I don't think so.
Yeah, good answer.
Yeah,
I like that. Should I find a Japanese wife?
Yeah, you could. I mean, they're pretty open.
Yeah,
they're pretty chill.
Yeah.
I don't have one, but I mean, yeah, I'd say yeah.
Are you looking for one?
I'm looking for somebody, at least somebody. Anybody's fine.
Okay. Yeah, me too now.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah. I love you.
You mentioned a few days ago, we talked a little bit about marrying a Japanese individual, and that if you're a foreigner and you marry a Japanese individual, that they keep everything. What was that again? So what happens?
Yeah, so like according to Japanese law, and this is just like from my own research and everything, and like in regards to custody, in regards to like assets, the like Japan law is very much catered towards their citizens. So if you marry a Japanese and you're still not a citizen, or yeah, you're kind of coming in through that way, then if you guys divorce, the children go to the Japanese citizen or Japanese spouse. Assets all go towards them, and pretty much everything is like against you as a foreigner. So because you're a foreigner in this country, then even if you have kids with a Japanese, then everything kind of goes towards them. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean I've heard a lot of stories about like Japanese wives like kidnapping their kids.
Wow.
And like the husbands have tried to like find their kids, can't find them.
Wow.
But yeah, they have no power here.
So when I asked you if I should find a Japanese wife, the answer is no.
Well, if you marry them in America, then that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Take him back to America.
Yeah. But what if she sneaks off with the kids back to Japan? What does that look like?
That's really if they're born in America, then they'd obviously born American. Okay. So yeah. Okay. I'd say plan it.
So if you marry a Japanese individual, marry them in your own home country. That's the rule.
I think that's
okay. Cool. Yeah. All right. And so we're in Chiba. You've lived where else have you lived here in Japan?
So I've lived in Osaka, Kyoto, Nara, which is like part of like the Kansai region, which is a region down kind of in like the middle, I guess, like the middle, just a little bit south of Japan. And I think the furthest that I've lived south is Shimane-ken, which is like Matsue, and that's like kind of by Hiroshima. Like that, I mean, it's pretty far south.
Yeah.
So I've had a little bit of a taste of kind of everywhere.
And where's your favorite?
I think in regards to like the area and the people, I'd have to say Wakayama. So Wakayama is like south of Osaka, and it was probably the most like countryside that I've ever been, and it was like probably the best because I think the people there were really kind. I didn't have tattoos then, so I've been a little bit more open, but I think the people there are just amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure they were still scared of you though.
Oh yeah, yep.
I'm scared of you right now. Cool. And all right, so yeah, we've been quite a few cities here in Japan, and yeah, I'd have to say Osaka was amazing, and it was my favorite part. And yeah, I mean, it was kind of crazy though, during the earthquake. We felt it a little bit, but we didn't get the brunt of it, so that's good. Okay, so let's talk about anime. What is your favorite anime?
Favorite anime would have to be One Piece.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of knew that. And I know you to be like, the lore of One Piece very, very closely, more than anyone I know.
Oh.
What is, and I know you read the manga, which is horrible. Sorry to my viewers. He reads manga. But what are some, I don't know, give me some, why One Piece? Why is One Piece your favorite?
So I got into One Piece really late. It would have been right as COVID hit.
Okay.
And I had like nothing to do. Like I was told by like a ton of friends, like watch One Piece, and I kind of looked at it. I was like, I mean, it looked super long.
How many episodes were there still? Like, there was probably like 700 or something.
Yeah. By then I was like, about like 700-800.
Yeah.
So I was like, I mean, no, it's just long. So I held it off. Yeah. And then I mean, school like was canceled, and everything kind of went shut down, and I was like, what do I do?
Let's do it.
So I had some time. I was like, might as well like take the time. And I have never binged an anime like I've binged like One Piece. And like you started off and you think, I've got like 800 episodes, I'm fine. And then you get to the 800 and something episode, and you're like, dang, that's not enough. But I think one of the main reasons I love One Piece is the storytelling, the way that the story like flows, and just kind of the camaraderie that the Straw Hats have. I cried over a boat, like.
Oh, the
merry-go, yeah. I literally cried over a boat.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
Like, if a writer can make you cry over a boat, he's a pretty good writer.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, One Piece is. I mean, I've been watching it since 2009.
Yeah.
And it got me through some pretty rough times.
Yeah.
I've got this theory. You want to hear it?
Yeah, please.
So. I feel like One Piece in particular, but like Naruto, like long form animes, I feel like they're more impactful, or they connect with individuals as they grow in their own lives, because it's such a long story.
Yeah.
You watch any other show, even if they're live action shows or whatever, it's just they don't stay alive very long.
Yeah.
And so one of the biggest reasons why I love One Piece is because it like grew up with me. And there are so many episodes, it literally felt like it's been part of my early years and still part of my life. But I think that's kind of a lot of animes do that. And I don't know, I just feel like there's something, not a lot of other types of media do that.
No, yeah, I agree. And I think it also it touches on a lot of like world issues that a lot of like other anime don't kind of go into. So like, I mean, it touches on so many like different issues that you can like connect to it in any way, shape, or form. And like, I don't know, it just kind of the premise of each of these people in the Straw Hat crew are like different, and they all have different goals, but they're coming together to help Luffy get his goal first. Yeah. And then like I think along that journey they achieve their goals as well. Right. So
Yeah, no matter who you are, you can relate to one of them.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, One Piece is pretty epic. Now, let me ask you this: why does manga have to ruin everything?
I thought that for a long time, like it, and I don't know, like I watch One Piece now. Like I watch One Piece now after like being caught up with the manga, and I'm a skim reader, so like I kind of go over things. But when it comes to One Piece, I really go into it.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, like it hasn't ruined it for me, but like I can understand like a lot of people like get spoiled because of the manga readers. And I think it's less on the manga and more on the manga readers.
Yeah. Do you feel less of a person since you've been reading the manga?
No,
I feel like you would.
I feel pretty enlightened, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like
That's
like Buddha.
That's different.
Yeah, I feel like I've
Buddha.
gone to,
You feel like Buddha.
I do feel like Buddha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we went and saw the statue. That was me.
So you feel like Buddha?
Pretty much, yeah.
And I look like Buddha. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I mean, we got two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it ruined everything. It ruins everything. Well, give me one or two like secrets in One Piece that you can go ahead.
No, I don't want to do that to you though.
Okay, good.
Because I mean, you've been watching One Piece for I mean a lot longer than I have, so I'm not going to ruin that for you.
Give me some stuff that without
see.
spoiling, I guess.
I'm trying to think of, and you can cut like through, but I'm just trying to think of like, let's see, trying to go through. Whoa, okay, you have like the 800-year century void, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like, Toki, Odin's wife.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure like that she was from that time period.
Right.
So like her kind of coming through, like one of them was that she is like that part. Okay, you can cut this out because I'm going off a different tangent, but a lot of people think, and I don't know what you think of Shanks, but a lot of people think that Shanks is a celestial dragon, or at least comes from a high-ranking celestial dragon family, because of like his access to the Five Elders, and also like when he stopped the war, Paramount War,
right?
And you think of that as like, there's no way that like a normal pirate or even like a
he's got to be part of something.
He's got to be part of something, and a lot of people
like what do you call it? He's got to be part of the Illuminati.
That one.
Or something.
Yeah,
the Illuminati.
So he's got to be either like the head, or he's got to be like somewhat like up among that area. And a lot of people are thinking that he's going to be the final battle between. It would be the final battle would be between Shanks and Luffy.
Interesting.
And like everything that has come up to this point is part of like Shanks' like plan.
Yeah.
Because you think of like his upcomings, if you will, like
Who, Shanks?
Shanks, yeah. Like part of Goldie Rogers' crew coming up. And you don't know really much about him. You know that he was found on what is it?
Wait, you said Shanks is part of?
He was part of Goldie Rogers' crew.
Oh.
Yeah, with him and Buggy when they were kids, when they're younger.
Whitebeard.
No.
Yeah, they were Whitebeard and him were rivals.
Rivals, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So when they were kids, when they're younger, but it's also been told that they found Shanks. And this is another like theory is that
Shanks found him?
Found him like that. This is a theory.
Found him where?
At God Valley. I don't know. So the God Valley incident is an incident that has been like erased from history. But it's also where God became like the Marine, like the hero of the Marines. Like that's like his big like claim to fame. He was always super strong before that. but it was where Goldie Roger and Garp came together to defeat Rocksteady Zebek. I don't know if you know. So Rocksteady Zebek, it was like he wanted to be like the ruler of the world. And the God Valley incident is like that war. What happened there? And like there's like no record of it at all.
Sheesh.
The only person that knows that I believe is still alive is, I guess, like the Five Elders and Garp. But Garp has never like talked about it.
Yeah.
So the God Valley incident, and I'd very much like advise you to like kind of look up on it, because it's really like there's a lot in there. So a lot of people are thinking that like that's where Shanks was found, because we don't know about him. Like that he's such a mysterious
They don't
character.
put any backstory on him.
Nope. And so if he was found there, then like he must have been like part of like a celestial dragon like family. And yeah, so just like I'd say like the God Valley incident is something that like, you should like really get into.
Yeah.
And I've searched it up. I've gone through like tons of stuff, but yeah, that was a little long-winded, but God Valley incident.
No, that was insane. Yeah, I mean, there's so much there that I don't know about, just because my brain capacity is I wasn't gifted in that, but that's crazy. And I'll definitely rewatch this maybe 3 or 4 times to understand what the hell you just talked about.
Oh, I will say, sorry, this is just to help you in your study, your research.
Yes.
Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido, and I can't remember. There was another one that they were all part of Rocksteady Zebek's crew. So like that's why it's such a huge, because you have like them and then against what's his name, Goldie Roger and Garp.
Right.
So yeah.
What about Teach?
Teach came up. So Teach was obviously part of Whitebeard's crew.
Yeah.
They found him on an island, and I've got a lot of theories on him as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to kind of go into it, but like Teach is he's your typical like bad pirate dude. Like he's if pirates I guess were real, and I think they were, obviously they were, but like he's like the pirate. Like here's what you look like. You look at him and you're like, yeah, that's a pirate. And then like his power is just like it's OP.
It's OP. Yeah.
It's so OP. Like the fact that he can cancel out devil fruit powers, and now he has like the quake fruit, where he can literally like just make earthquakes like crazy.
Yeah.
It's just like I have a lot of like feelings towards him, not good ones.
He's like. Well, I mean, he's just like Buggy, but like at another level.
I don't know. Yeah, true.
But Buggy's not really bad.
Yeah.
Like,
No, he's not. Yeah. He's like Buggy isn't like he's not evil. Like.
Yeah. But you're saying Teach is like.
Teach is, yeah. I mean, but I say that, but he's also one of the few that's like a true pirate, like a true pirate of the Goldie Roger era.
Okay.
As in not the Goldie Roger era, but when he started.
Yeah.
Like the One Piece, like he believes in like he and Luffy are very similar in the fact that what they believe. It's just that they go about it very different ways. So, like, I mean, Teach, and he's also like he's a coward, and like he's shown that a lot. But he's also quite smart.
Yeah, he's stereotypical kind of pirate that take shortcuts for gain and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I've got I could go.
I'm sure we can go on for hours.
But
and I'll have to get you in on another episode here.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I'll make a trip out to the States.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you something else, but I forgot.
It was mentioned, but yeah.
Give us what would be your, if you were to suggest a gateway anime to somebody, what would it be?
Suggest a gateway anime. So I like all types of anime. Like I'm like if it's like rom-com anime, or if you're looking at like I like a light-hearted anime that like isn't super long, but it keeps you engaged. I would probably say like something to the effects of like Demon Slayer. If you're looking for like something that's just really gonna kind of keep you interested, and then kind of go in from there. If you're into like fighting, I'd say like Baki. I'm a huge like fan of Baki.
Baki gets straight to the point.
Yeah,
fast.
it really is. Yeah, and I think like if you're into that, then like Baki's definitely a good one to kind of start off with. I started off with like Dragon Ball Z.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first one I ever watched. That's the first one I ever loved. And like, I mean, if you're a normal person, you know what Dragon Ball Z is.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
a normal person.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not normal, then I mean, like, you've probably been living under a rock for the last like 70 years.
Yeah.
So I'd say like repent of your ways and start watching like anime.
Yeah, and don't leave your spouse, maybe.
Well, yeah, and that's something that I think I'll be talking to my sister about as well, and just I don't know. You guys look really really good together, so I don't know. I'll try and talk to her.
I do look really good.
Yeah, that's true, and she makes you look a lot better. No, but I love my sister. I think she's great. A little dramatic at times, but I mean, I also been a bit of a runt growing up as well, so she's had to look after me too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, I'm praying for you. I hope that she comes back and that you guys can enjoy Dragon Ball Z Kai together again. And yeah, I'll do what I can.
Great. One last question for you.
Yeah.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Wrong answer.
No, I don't.
Yeah. It's another inside joke. But
oh, okay.
All right. Well, thanks, Niko, for being part of this, and it's great to be here. Hopefully, we can visit you in Japan again soon, which probably won't happen. Well, I don't want to say will never happen, but at least anytime soon, because now we're poor.
Please come back soon.
But
I
yeah.
have no friends.
Thanks.
Huh? Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it, brother.